Welcome in. Welcome in. Listen, I don't know what we're doing right now. Right now, we're testing some stuff out. So there's a chance that we're currently live right now. And, we've got some reviews that we normally would do. Where's My Manners? I am the Dad Panther variety streamer, content creator, master of none. I'm with Maite today. And we're supposed to be just reviewing two movies. So behind the scenes magic, there's no paywall for what we're doing. But it is work for the editor slash creator, director, whatever, to be like, you guys are supposed to go in here and do two reviews. And we'll talk about it. It's going to be Shadow Force that came out in theaters and Clown in the Cornfield, another one that came out in theaters. My taste saw both. I didn't see any of that. I was busy. She's able to do it. You know what I'm saying? She's a boss. I'm not. But before we get into that, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, all the other stuff. If you've been here from day one, we appreciate it. We're over 8,000 subscribers, and we appreciate each and every one of you guys. We can't believe we got people who want to see and talk movies and everything in between. So speaking of everything in between, I got some headlines here, and I just want to see if you've heard this, if anything grabs your attention. So I'm gonna say Meg the Stallion. Do you kind of know where I'm going with? It has to do with Meg the Stallion. It has to do with an incident with a certain Canadian rapper.
That's the thought. That's okay. When you said her, I was like, you're talking about Tory too, right? Like,
yes. We're talking about Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez, who's been successful doing mixtapes and albums, coming out, making his own sound, being able to showcase singing and rapping just as good as anybody else. Having some beefs out there with some other people. Not to say put his foot in his mouth, no pun intended, but a certain situation, give or take what side you're on. Some people are for one side, some people are for the other side. Apparently, he was just stabbed in prison. I mean, not once, not twice. They're saying like 14. Yes.
Shout out. I just want to say shout out to Only in Dade, because that's how I found out.
Listen, Only in Dade will get you some. They'll get you right. There's some sites Only in Dade. Yes, it would. But that popped up in my feed. But the craziest thing about it isn't the fact that he was stabbed 14 times. It's the fact that it's not only where is
like
wild.
The side,
they're like
the back of his head.
I'm like,
how is he alive?
Yeah, I don't know. They talk 50 Cent got shot 9 times. Tory Lanez got stabbed 13 times with 2 collapsed lungs. They said he got stabbed in the front, the back, the side.
I'm gonna say one or two things. I'm gonna be the only one to say this, and you can agree or disagree. So one or two things that came to my mind. Either it was planned to the precision of where he got stabbed so he doesn't die, or like it's a miracle he's alive type of thing. Because it's like the way I heard, like,
no,
they try to get him.
This is not Scream where you're sitting there.
No, that's
the
what
dude
I'm saying.
Who I was confused with Johnny Depp. It's 14. I think if you're trying to do it for clout, I think you can be all right with 5 or 6. I think 1 or 2
so just direct to the
but 14, and it seems real because like when you watch, like, I don't know about being in there, but like when you watch movies or you think about a situation where a stabbing is going on, you're trying to fight, defend, whatever. So it's believable.
Like,
they're saying,
he's not a big dude, so it's not like it just takes one big dude to really just get it done. Like, he's not he's not the tallest guy, so I don't know if he's been working out.
I don't know, man. Like, all I know is you're fending off 14 stab wounds. I mean, rest up. I mean, that next mixtape.
How did it get to
crazy?
How long, like, was that occurring?
I don't know. But that's the part that's crazy. The part that's crazier is not just him getting stabbed 14 times, but he's the one that broke the fucking story. His IG shows him in his words, and I just got stabbed 14 times. It was like wait, are we doing a song from the play Chicago? Like, I didn't know exactly, but he's the one of the story.
So do you think it's real? Like, not.
Listen here,
Why would you break your own news? Like,
it's not even breaking my own news. It's like, if I'm ever in the position to be stabbed, best believe I got other shit on my plate to go ahead and text you to play by play. I'll just say I got stabbed. Like, it'll be cryptic. You'll see Dad Panther got stabbed.
And I'm not
like, is that a pancake emoji?
Especially not from the hospital. I'm gonna recover first to make sure I'm good.
I need to find out who did it, who set me up. Is this the season finale of my life? Like, I need to find out what happened. So the likelihood of me posting that without detectives or some shit, that's wild. That's not me. Okay, so the next thing I'll segue into, to get out of one situation into another slippery situation, information's coming off. Well, okay. Where do you think I'm gonna go with this?
I don't know. Your word choice is very.
I do. I'm really good
calculated.
At this.
So I'm like,
no
where
notes.
is this
I have
going?
no notes. I promise. Diddy, baby oil, slippery. Apparently, the trial is getting going, and Cassie's out here naming names.
Oh,
she's not only.
I didn't hear about this. Yeah. I heard about Diddy, but I didn't hear about Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, his name popped up, and I'm like, why is it popping up again? I didn't know why.
So for the Diddy situation, are you following any of it? Because I feel like I don't want to follow any of it. Like, I got to the part where I guess he left,
but I haven't.
I don't, because
I want to know.
No, I don't want to know. It doesn't change my life. Like, I look at stuff that like things that happen in the news. I look at it like this: does it stop me from going into work? If it doesn't stop me from going to work, then I really don't care. I try not to. Like, if people are like, hey, drones are out here and aliens and all that, but do I got to go to work? Okay, then it can't be. I'm just saying, it can't be that important. If I gotta go, if the bank can't send a letter saying we understand you're not gonna pay mortgage because a part of this broke off into the ocean, you can be like,
the Avengers didn't crash into your house.
Exactly. Hey, we're sorry about that. The new Avengers, still check our review, but the new Avengers crashed in the part of your house and there's no work, unless it's something like that. But for Diddy, I think I stopped listening when the reports of cases of baby oil, his house was raided.
That's where you stopped.
And then he left the country, because I before that it was the hotels thing. Like,
the last thing I heard was the necromancy charges, and I was like,
wait, what's that? Tell us.
You don't know what necromancy is?
I don't know what it is. What do you mean charges? Who is he?
He trying to, I don't know if he's trying to summon the dead, play with the dead, do stuff. I don't know, but
that's a different one.
I saw he was getting charged with like otherworldly stuff.
Oh, see,
like,
and that's why deep. I was like,
the lore, you know, the tip of the iceberg, and it's like a whole bunch of lore.
And see, that's the problem with this. I think similar to Bill Cosby and R. Kelly and Weinstein, all these other names that we hear in the news. Dude, I get it's one person, but it ain't just one person. And if you think this person is like powerful, there'll be more people. So I just felt like with the Diddy thing, I'm like, man, I feel bad for the victims. I hope the victims get what they need, what they want out of this. They could probably never get the closure that they fully need and deserve. But like, didn't we see all this kind of already? Like, I'm a big Justin Bieber fan. Like, I have all his albums. I don't do the concerts, but I appreciate the music, right? But the interviews, like, I seen like the VMA kisses and all this other stuff. I'm like, hey, something's going on over here. Or certain things where, like, there was an interview where it was, I think, MTV, and it was Kevin Hart doing an interview, and it's Diddy and it's Usher.
Oh,
and Diddy like gets behind Usher like, hey, I remember we used to wrestle. We used to wrestle in the bed for Frosted Flakes for the last bowl of cereal. And then Kevin Hart's like, we're live, right? Like, why would you say that? Like, who wrestles for Frosted Flakes?
It's not even that. I saw the ones where he was calling guys daddy and like the talk show ones.
Yeah. I don't know, man. There's a lot of people that want to go to those parties, and now they're figuring out some different. So the other part of the news, like, other than the story picking up and the trial getting to go with these freak offs, is Cassie is basically saying that bodily fluids, she was requested to take, I don't know what we can say legally on YouTube, point blank in these parties, in these requests, she had to deal with bodily fluids. And
in what context? Like on her
I guess
consuming?
think R. Kelly. I'm
Okay.
on you.
On her. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. This is gonna get bad. This is gonna get bad, and it's gonna get bad for Hollywood's kind of quiet. I don't know who else on this list.
Hollywood.
I'm hearing there's a lot of people. There's security guards for famous people that are involved. There's I don't know. But let's
They can't hide everything. Like there's so many, like, you know, there's a whole other world that we don't know when it comes to those elites. And I feel like if you think about the people that they have to keep around to like continue their lifestyle, because they have to work, you know, they have their securities, they have their nannies, they have their, you know, other circle, like, you know, trusted circle. Like they have to, there's a lot of people that know shit. And it's just like, it's for me, it kind of feels surreal until like everything's exposed, which we're not gonna get everything. Like this is not like the movies where they expose the whole truth. Like we're not gonna get that. I wish we were to get that, but they just cover everything up. You know, it's like it kind of sucks for us civilians.
I just
regular people. We don't get to know all the tea. They know all the damn tea. I want to know.
Make
a movie, make a real life documentary.
Blink twice. Your thing is you want to know the tea. I don't want to know the tea because I feel like the tea it's scalding hot, and this is bad.
But it like we should know. So it doesn't. So
okay. A part of me is like, yes, we should know. Like, honestly, truth should be shown, victims should be taken care of, the legal system should be what it is. But what I worry about is not to say like, hey, keep these secrets because of what I worry about. What I worry about is how far down does this rabbit hole go in Hollywood, whether music, television, and film? Because you had the behind the scenes for Nickelodeon, you've had Britney Spears is wilding out every other week. Katy Perry done went to space and they want to send her back. Like, I don't know. So it's just like,
bruh. Not Katy Perry. Not fake.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Like, I like Katy Perry.
Hand.
Yeah, but see, I like Katy Perry. I don't know why. But I do. I feel like
had the opportunity to sing E.T. out in space, and she chose to sing what was it? What a Wonderful World. Like,
okay, but you know what? Maybe it's because there was legal reasons. Maybe she doesn't own the rights to sing that in that. Yeah, boy, we're learning out. Like T-Pain said, he makes more money streaming streaming on Twitch than he does if you stream his music. And speaking of streaming, we're live, we're streaming. Subscribe if you're watching. We appreciate that. We see somebody. I'm just gonna call you MB. Appreciate saying hello back to you, give or take where you're at on this marble planet. But okay, so segued into something happier instead of baby oil and 50 Shades of stuff that's going on in Hollywood. Kim Kardashian's oldest, Northwest, gives her a diamond necklace, or it's an ankle bracelet with diamonds and sapphire and basically the birthstones for each of the kids.
That's nice.
That is nice, but it also sounds expensive. What's the most expensive gift that you've given your mother for Mother's Day?
I am her most expensive gift.
You can't top it.
That's not a flex. That's not bad.
No. I'm just, it sounds like a flex.
In a good way, but I'm also, you know, but I mean,
it seems like you're looking at everything you just spent the last 6 months. You're like, oh man, I done spent so much money. Definitely not
no diamond anklet. Maybe in a few years.
I don't know. In this economy, I don't know. Maybe just get her maybe 2 dozen of eggs and let her know how you feel.
Her mom is Kim K and her dad is Kanye. She got funny. She been making her little music videos.
Kanye. We not gonna say anything. So
I don't know what's going on with Kanye.
We not gonna say nothing. But going into the last headline is the Pitt. Did you get a chance to watch the Pitt on HBO, the medical show?
No.
Poor you. So there's a show called The
But
Pitt.
it's good?
It's good. It's really good. Check our review. We reviewed it.
Check out the review.
It's one season, but because of the popularity and the way that it's shot, they did greenlight the second season, and we're supposed to get it in January, which is great because it's like a lot of times these shows, you don't see them come back, like Severance and Stranger Things. They'll take almost a year or two off, just as long as us waiting. I mean, some of these shows will get Grand Theft Auto 6 before we go ahead and get the next season. So it's good to hear. But if you've never seen Pitt, I rated it a 5 out of 5. And basically, you're in an ER, and it's I'll give you an example. It's so tough and grueling. There's a few scenes, especially dealing with kids, that I had to pause and take a breath because I was like, yo, I wasn't expecting them to come at us like this, unfiltered. Like there's a scene there without spoiling anything. Yeah, there's a scene where a woman, and I'm thinking about, I think she's attractive, but she's naked, just titties everywhere, you know? But the scene is so graphic because I'm not gonna spoil anything. There's something going on with her, but you're not looking at her in a sexist way. You're like, help her. Ooh. And when the scene finished, I was like, I wonder how many people watched that and did not notice that she had no clothes on. Like other shows would have like cut the stuff, and they even show you procedures that you're like, that shit can't be real. And you'll Google it or check it on TikTok, and you're like, this is real in the medical. Like I didn't know this. So I would recommend watch Pitt. The other thing that's interesting is each episode is 1 hour into the day. So a lot of shows where you're like, oh, it must have been some days in between and weeks. No, each episode literally continues. So if someone got slapped, the next episode, you can see the bruise. No one got slapped in the show, but you'll see what's going on, and you're like, oh, wow. So it's like, the characters better because every episode is literally just an hour in their 1 day shift. So that's the first season is just 1 day that you're going through. So I check that out. So now if you're streaming and you're watching us, or you're watching the recast, I don't know what we're going to call it. This is the part where normally you don't see any of this. Normally we get in here. One of us is late. Sometimes it's both of us. It's everybody, whatever the case is. And then we kind of go into what we're going to review. So we got 2 we're going to review. I'm going to ignore that I'm streaming. I'm going to try to ignore that I'm streaming. Normally we don't make mistakes when we go into the episodes. But if we do, it's just more work for Mr. Lingo, you know? So hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and all the other stuff.
Like, you'll be making mistakes like
we do. James. We do. And what I'm going to do is, we haven't done this yet. So I guess what I'll do is I'll kick you out, and then I'll bring you back in.
Okay.
And then I'll hit the intro again. Yeah, that's what I think I'll do. Let's see how I'll butcher this. I'm gonna hit all the buttons in the background to do it all over again.
Okay.
We're gonna do.
Just don't end it.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna end it. But we're gonna do Clown in the Cornfield. We'll do that one first.
Bird's going crazy. Okay.
Yeah. Well. Oh. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna kick you out. Well, welcome in. Welcome back to another review from the Critics Collective. I'm the Dad Panther variety streamer, content creator, master of none. And today we're with Maite. Maite, how you doing today?
I'm good. Chilling.
All right. She's chilling like a villain. And in this villain's case, we're going to be reviewing A Clown in the Cornfield. It came out in 2025, went to theaters. And this I thought was a horror film, but we're going to find out it is not.
You're going to say horrible. I was like, you said you didn't watch it.
No. See, I'm not going to say that. Here we try to give real reviews here. I didn't see it. They saw it. She's going to let us know about it. Before we get into that, hit the subscribe button, like, comment. Just check us out for 3 minutes. That's all we're asking. 3 minutes. Let us know in the comments what you're watching or what we should be watching. So we'll go into our impressions, our Maite's impressions, our highs and lows. Then we'll rate this from 0 to 5. And that's for the most part how it goes. So Maite, for this one, A Clown in the Cornfield, which is rated R with a running time of 1 hour and 36 minutes. What was your first impressions?
So, I saw the poster. I don't think I remember seeing the trailer. I saw the poster and I'm like, okay, this clowns, like, this is gonna be a scary movie. I want to watch this. I did see like little things like, on social media, like about it. So I tried to kind of like, since I didn't see the trailer, I was like, I don't want to see anything. So I felt like I kind of went in blind, but I was kind of curious to see because I'm like, I don't think we've really seen a movie like this. I mean, clowns, yeah. We've seen cornfields and clown movies. I wouldn't say together we've seen them yet. So, yeah. I mean, I feel like I had my own idea of what I was probably expecting in the sense of maybe just like one clown chasing a whole bunch of people in a cornfield. So that's what I thought it was going to be.
Okay, so for me, my first impression, I guess, would be, and no, I didn't see it, but I did see the trailer. If there's movies I know I'm not gonna see, like a lot of times if it's gore or horror, and I'll do some horror stuff, but like a lot of times I'm like, I'm not gonna watch this. So let me just look at and see what's going on here. When I look at this one, I just simply put it as it looked like Jeepers Creepers. It looked like something was a little bit weird. And it looked like the whole city was in on it. The whole town was in on it. I was like, nope, that's enough for me. So what's your highs and lows about this?
So I was like, what happened? Where'd you go? Okay, so
Here, I just put you up there. So your
it
highs
went
and
full
lows.
screen. I was like, wait. So okay, so my highs and lows. It's so distracting. Okay, so my highs and lows. So trying to think of the lows. Okay, let's start with the highs because I feel like there were some highs versus lows. I feel like with the highs, I did like the storyline as far as how it went. It was different. It was definitely not what I was expecting at all. So I feel like that was a high. I feel like with movies, it's hard to have like, I guess maybe if I would have seen the trailer, I might have been able to predict some stuff. But for me, it's very rare for me to just kind of like blindly have a movie just without kind of predicting what's going to happen. As far as like the main plot of the story. So I feel like that for me, that was kind of a high. I feel like some of the characters needed a little bit more work. I feel like maybe that would be a low. I thought it was actually funny. I thought it was very funny in the sense of there's certain like comedic relief moments. There was like kind of like an aha moment between like the main characters, I guess, or one of the main characters, where they kind of hint at stuff, but then when it kind of, I really do not want to spoil anything because I think I want everybody to kind of have the same experience I did. But it was just kind of like a very short aha moment. But the characters are pretty likable, in my opinion, for being like high school teens, because normally they're not very likable. Like they're kind of annoying, make bad decisions. I really supposedly I think this movie is based on a book. I don't know if that's true.
I mean, the only thing I have here is it says IMDb says a fading Midwestern town, which Frando the clown is a symbol of a bygone success, reemerges as a terrifying scourge.
Or maybe not. I don't know. I could have heard wrong. But I think it was enjoyable. As far as like I know Eddie doesn't like
book
me saying
based off of a
middles.
book by
It
Adam.
is?
Yeah, it is based
Yes, I
off of
was
a book.
right.
You're correct.
Okay. So yes.
Okay. All right.
But I mean, I think I would probably watch this again, not in theaters though, probably like on streaming. I'm like, okay, I would watch this again.
Okay, so you think it's time to rate it now that you've gone through your pros and cons? Your highs
Yeah.
and lows? All right, let's
Yeah.
go ahead and rate this thing. So here we rate things from a 0 to 5, with 5 being something great like Sinners. Go and check that review out that we did for Sinners. And then you can check a 0. If you're curious what a 0 looks like, go see the video we did for I Hostage on Netflix currently. So you can check that out if you want to know kind of how it goes. Let us know in the comments. What do you think Clown in the Cornfield that just came out? It's in theaters. It's more gore than horror, Maite said. So, so you would recommend watching this? Like,
yeah, I would recommend watching it. I feel like it has a nice twist. I don't know if it's really a twist. Sorry, my dog is snoring. I don't know if it's a twist just because I didn't see the trailer, so I don't know what the trailer gave away and what it didn't.
mm-hmm.
But for me, it was like a nice twist. I don't know. I feel like we'll definitely probably get a sequel for this.
Okay.
Just because of how I feel like the trend can go, but
I think it is a good trend because like horror, especially coming back, and it's been good for a while, but it's like I feel like it's a resurgent where it's like it doesn't have to be Halloween to put out a rated R movie and do well. I feel like the budgets are low as long as you give a good story, something to, trend on it.
I was thinking this the other day. I feel like we haven't had a really good movie year since before COVID. Like I feel like this year is like a really like overall like movies are really hitting in a different way. Like we're having like not reboots, but we're having like sequels of movies and we're having like new concept movies. So I really feel like I don't know, maybe Hollywood is kind of getting its groove back with movies again post COVID.
Yeah, I think
I
you're
guess
correct.
it took some time to adjust.
Yeah, because like I was thinking about The Bear announced that it's ready for season 4 in the summer coming up, but then season 3 for a lot of people felt like a filler episode. It felt like a snooze fest. And you have a lot of shows that were during the writer's strike and COVID. So yeah, it takes a minute, and then you're seeing some of these movies like Sinners and whatnot where it's breaking the mold of what's conventional. And it's making people go to the drawing board. So I think the next 4 or 5 years, television and film is going to be interesting. So with that being said, subscribe. You could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to be here. Until next time, kalika-lika-lao.
I didn't.
I'm dying laughing because I didn't know you were going to say something. Every time we do this, that's how it ends. And then I
forgot to rate it. That's what I was trying to tell you. I was like, I didn't get to rate it. He just went over it completely. I'm like, what did I rate it? Tell me.
That's why when I said, so you would recommend this, I was trying to push you back that way, but I should have just said, what's your rating? And then you're like, yeah, I would recommend this. And I guess I got sidetracked. I forgot. Okay, so.
It's okay.
So it's okay because lingo, that's all I can say. So what we'll do is I'll count you in. I'll say 1, 2, 3. Then I'll say, hey, and we'll go into the rating. You'll say the rating. All right. Ready? 1, 2. All right, Maite. So with that movie, what's your rating? 0 out of 5.
I give it a 3.
A 3. So would you recommend this, or is this more like wait for it to hit streaming, check it out in theaters? Like, what are you thinking?
I mean, if you're looking for like a good horror movie to watch, I feel like if you're by a theater, you want to watch it, yeah, go watch it. If not, just catch it on streaming. There's still other movies out too, probably, that I'd probably recommend over this right now, but it's not bad. I would watch it again on streaming.
Okay. All right. So that takes care of this review from the Critics Collective. Clown and a Cornfield just came out this year in theaters, soon probably to theaters, or not to theaters, to home, unless you have a home theater, whatever. Until next time, click allow. And there we go. He'll have to chop. I'm not gonna press that again. Yeah, it's technically we got to chop that up. Like I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, okay, the 18th minute, and then I'm thinking again like the 25th minute. So he's not gonna have to search too far through this because I'm
like to make notes for him.
Yeah, but he's gonna have to figure it out. Any new shows you're watching right now? Shows or movies? We won't do a rating, but just curious. I feel like we're watching some of the same things right now.
What are you watching? Because I started All American new season.
I'm doing
I don't know if you
Forever.
I finished it yesterday.
Okay, so I'm doing Forever, and I finished 4 seasons.
How far are you? Yeah, I did 4 seasons.
First 2 episodes. Because I focused on. I've been doing wrestling content.
Oh, okay.
So I've been there's a lot of videos that are coming out for wrestling that we're doing, and that's just right now just me. So at some point it's gonna be Corey and Manny want to jump in on it, and their fans as well. So we'll get into that. But as of right now, it's just me, and I'm just putting the foundations of wrestling. So that's what it is. Like I told Eddie, I was like, exactly. So I told Eddie, I was like, hey, look, do this. Let me go ahead and stack this up and figure out what we're gonna do. So. That's how that's been going. So,
wrestling's on Monday night, right?
It's on Monday. It's on Friday, and that's just WWE. You got, I think Wednesday you have Evolve on Tubi. You got Let's F and Go. You got All Elite Wrestling. You got TNA. There's a lot of wrestling. That's not even counting the stuff that's on YouTube, online, and gyms and high schools. So. A lot of wrestling out there, but so what we'll do is we'll jump into the last one, which is Shadow Force. Okay. So same thing on Shadow Force. Shadow Force is the one with Kerry Washington, and I'll hit the music again. We'll take it from the top, and I'll give you the heads up for first impressions, highs and lows, and then we'll go ahead and rate it. Yeah, we'll go from there. So I'll kick you out and we'll Well, welcome back for another episode from the Critics Collective. I'm the Dad Panther, variety streamer, content creator, master of none. Sitting here with Maite. How you doing, Maite?
I'm good.
All right. Now, if you're wondering why we're laughing, why the magic just looks a little different, there's like a twinkle in our eye, a glisten of sweat. The lights are hot out here, but it also could be that we, do some things live streaming. So if you're just curious behind the scenes, you can watch the show before the show. That's not the actual name of it. Just something throwing out there. The show before the show. Just go ahead and watch that. It should be out there. And then you're probably here for the review. The review for Shadow Force just came out. If it feels like this movie is similar to something else that came out, there's people getting confused for G20. We did a review on G20. That one is on Amazon Prime. Go check our review on that one. Now, for Shadow Force, this came out in 2025. IMDb says an estranged couple with a bounty on their heads must go on the run with their son to avoid their former employer and a unit of shadow ops that have been sent to kill them. That is a crazy ass job. Maite, what's your first impressions of this?
So this is another one I don't remember seeing the trailer for. Mm-hmm. So I just saw the poster. I saw Kerry Washington and I was like, okay. I saw the synopsis too, and I was like, okay, it's gonna be action. So I was like, all right. I don't really remember too much seeing Kerry Washington in like shooter action movies that I think of or shows. So I was like, okay, let's see how this goes.
All right. So with that being said, what would you say your highs and low for this rated R movie that has a running time of 1 hour and 44 minutes?
So it didn't feel like too long for me. I feel like I wanted it to be longer, if anything. I actually really liked this movie. I feel like I didn't see a lot of promo for it, so it's kind of sad because it's actually worth having the promo. I had a lot of highs in this movie versus low. I feel like I like the storyline as far it's I mean, we've seen people like trying to get their family back and stuff or however the case is. But I feel like I don't really remember too many plot holes. Maybe minor ones like kind of, but I'm not like Manny, I don't dissect too much on the plot holes. It is what it is, but I think it was actually I had a lot of highs as far as the action. Um it was very emotional too, in the sense of like, you know, I don't know how to say this. Like, I guess like family, like fighting for what you love type of thing. So I feel like I don't really have too many lows at all. I really like this film. I just don't want to give too much away because like it's kind of like to the point. You're muted. I don't know how long you were muted.
I should have been muted long. I'm glad. Like, I'm sure I moved enough where you were like, "Hey,
okay."
Yeah. No, we don't want to. We don't want to spoil anything, So you're good. You're good. So
But
you're ready to rate this, or?
Yeah, it's not too long. I feel like I definitely want to say less so people can actually go watch it, because again, I feel like I said, I didn't see any promos. So I'm like, do a lot of people, even there was only one theater near me showing it comparing to like, the theater I usually go to. So I'm like, as far as for AMC, so I feel like it definitely needs more promo. I know on streaming, once people see like on Netflix or, whatever it goes on, it'll probably get a lot more hype later on. But I feel like if you can go watch it in theaters, if it's still showing, I would watch this movie again.
Okay. All right. So with you saying that you watched again, it looks like it's time to rate it. Now we rate from a 0 to a 5. Okay. 5 being something amazing and great. When's the last excellent movie you saw? Put that in the comments. And a 0 being a horrible movie or a show that you watch. When was the last time you saw something that had a rating that you just want to put out there? Go ahead and do it. What else can you do? You can just try to watch us. Just check us out for 3 minutes. That's it. 3 minutes of your time, and let us know in the comments what you're watching or what we should be watching. Go ahead and click the subscribe button, notifications on, and all that stuff. We appreciate you being here. Now, my thing, what are we rating this movie that I haven't seen yet? I do want to see it. I'm waiting for it to come to streaming, but what did you rate it?
I'm going to give this a 4.
Ooh.
I would want to give it a 5, but I mean, I feel like it's very, very good. I wouldn't say like, oh my God, it's like, amazing, but it's very, very good. So 4. I give it a 4.
Okay. All right. So you got a 4 right here for Shadow Force, rated R, came out in 2025, currently in theaters. But they said, hey, look, a lot of people aren't watching it in theaters, but as soon as it hits streaming, do not be surprised if this is going to be trending as the top 5 movie that's up there. And you heard it here first. So you could have been anywhere in the world and you chose to be here. Until next time, click allow. See, normally I would hit the button, but I'm not going to this time because we didn't end. So I was like, so. But yeah, so that's it. So we finished. We're done. Yeah, so enjoy the rest of your day. Like, I'll text you and we'll figure out what we're gonna do next. But I appreciate you being a guinea pig in this situation and testing some stuff. So
we don't have to wait for the thing to download or anything.
We're about to find out. That's why I said guinea pig. I was like, we tested some stuff.
Okay, we better find out right now.
No animals were harmed in the making of this. So
nope.
I'm gonna hit the button. I'm gonna end it. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna learn together. We're gonna learn together. Now, if I click this button and an earthquake shatters throughout the whole earth, My bad. That's not what I meant to hit.
Dimension.
Mm-hmm.
Another Earth.
We'll see what happens.